Games before you head to Christmas or break are always tough games. I thought we were really focused in the first half. We were outstanding defensively, had some great looks that we did not put the ball in the hole that really could have gave us an opportunity, I thought, to break the game open in the first half and let Sac State hang in there. They hit some big shots, and it was almost like we were playing ready to go to the airport in the second half at times to jump on a flight and go home to the break. I never felt like we were in danger of losing the game, and once we were able to settle down and close out the game at the end, the bottom line is you won another game. We're 7-5. We learned some things about ourselves. I feel like we've come together. And we certainly feel fortunate to get Viante back. We get Jeff back, Pollard after the break, and we'll just have a full squad as we get ready for Pac-12 play.
I was asking Ike about if there's a positive to be taken for being battle tested over the last two games. What do you see in these close finishes?
I see guys being able to get stops at critical times. Charles Callison gets another block at the end of the game, make free throws at critical times. We are going to be in a lot of games, I think, in Pac-12 conference like this. The conference is really balanced when you look at probably from about team number 4 down to number 12, and you're just going to have a lot of dogfights. And you got to be able to close out games, keep your composure, keep your poise. So these games, in essence, are getting you ready for that, even though they probably shouldn't come down to the wire. The good thing is you have an opportunity to go through some of them.
It seemed like their press was pretty effective in the second half. What do you think it was that allowed them to come back?
Well, number one, I don't think we attacked their press because, again, they were really gambling, sending two guys at Malachi, basically playing him 2-on-1, leaving you 4-on-3. And that ball should have hit the middle. We should have went and scored. And then the second piece of the second half, again, I thought we missed a lot of really wide open shots. Viante Daniels, Charles Callison, Ike Rebu, Robo, all had great looks. Keith Langston, all had looks. And we've been shooting the light side of the ball the last few days in practice. So, again, maybe our minds are on traveling home or whatever. But I thought we had a chance to really blow the game open in the first half and then again in the second half, and we did not take advantage of it.
One thing you did in the first half, though, defensively was keep Strings from getting started. Can you talk a little bit about the defense on that?
I thought defensively in the first half we were really locked in and really focused on where he was, particularly on a lot of the curl cuts he was making. Second half, a couple of things. Malachi relaxed, and I didn't think we did a very good job of guarding them coming off of what we call curl cuts. We needed more help from our bigs, and we were too relaxed, and he took advantage of that.
Coach, averaging 72 points a game, opponents averaging 73. Is that going? I'm having a hard time trying to make it that number important, but you would think that, looking at ceilings and how far there's left to go with Pac-12 play and things like that, is averaging 72 points a game going to cut it?
No. I feel like we need to average somewhere around 80 points a game. And again, even the shots tonight, we're getting looks. We just got to do a better job of stepping up with confidence and knocking down shots. But keep in mind, defensively, a lot of those points are coming from Creighton. That game, Kansas State, we gave up points. So we can get better defensively and we can get better offensively. So what I like to look at is say our growth potential is still there. We're nowhere near where we can go. And as long as we stay focused, stay together, keep working, don't get too devastated starting out the gate, we have a chance to continue to build, gain confidence, gain momentum. So these first 3 games are just crucial for us. Going over and playing Washington there, Oregon State up in Spokane, and then coming back against the Ducks here. But everybody in the conference is going to tell you the same thing. The thing I like about this team, starting out 0-0 again, they know a lot about themselves. They know they can play better. They understand things a lot better. And I just expect us to get a little bit tougher. And typically conference play, you have to get tougher because teams don't come down. You have to play up.
Is that technical, anything you have to address, or is that just a moment in the game?
For freshmen who we've been taking a lot of charges and rolling the ball quite a bit in practice the last few days. And in this game, we got 5 loose balls, and we took 2 charges. So the toughness part of the game is critical for us. I'm not worried about that at all. He felt like there was a cheap shot. He responded. Squash it now, we can move on. But the fact that he responded for a freshman to do that, I'm actually kind of proud of that, as long as it didn't turn into anything more difficult than that.
What do the next week and a half look like for you and the team?
We're going to take the next couple of days off. Team will travel. Staff will recruit and prep. Everybody obviously will take Christmas off. We'll get back together. The team will be back on the night of the 26th, and we'll get into practice right away and get ready to head over. We'll go over to Seattle a day early, probably on the 30th to get over there.
Any value in having to play managing fouls tonight?
You know, the value of anything having to do with late game free throw shooting, strategies, press breakers, managing fouls, all that stuff is good because there's a situation sheet sitting on our bench. We use it against Santa Clara. We use it again tonight. There are press breakers over there. There's some things we can clean up, and we get a chance now to do those things. But at the same time, the close games has given us an opportunity to work on those scenarios as well.
Coach, does the season up to this point, does this remind you of any other instance or any other time you've had coaching a squad that's kind of started off non-conference a little slow and looking at Pac-12 maybe?
I think the thing about this team in our first year here, at some point in time, you could feel that team starting to come. Last year was the first time in coaching with the amount of time and effort and film sessions and meetings and work we put in, that team never came last year. This year's team, you have a feel they're starting to come. What I mean by that, they're starting to come together and figure some things out. And that's a good feeling. That shows you that all your hours, your teaching, your working, your practicing, is starting to pay off.
What has Charles done differently to explode the last couple of games?
I think he's freed himself up mentally. And what I mean by that is the academics are out of the way. He did a good job there. I think he's just freed his mind up. And when you can get into that situation sometimes, you tend to play a lot freer when you can unload your plate over here. And to his credit, he's coming at the right time. Let's just hope we can keep him moving in the right direction when the academics start again, which they should. Thank you. You guys have a good holiday season.